Hey there, hopefuls, and welcome back to the Hopeful Simplicity Podcast. I am Melissa, your host, and today we're digging into one of the most frustrating parts of organizing, the reclutter cycle. You work super hard to clear a space. It looks amazing for a little while, and then it slowly fills back up, and suddenly you are right back where you started. But here's the truth. You're not failing. Not even a little bit. Recluttering is part of the process. And with the right strategies, you can minimize it and bounce back faster. In this episode, we're going to talk about why it happens, how to reset, and the habits that can keep progress lasting. So why does recluttering even happen? I'm not even sure there's enough space and time in the universe to cover all the possible reasons why. But let's talk about some of the root causes, or at least the seemingly relatable, obvious-ish types of root causes. Some that I've experienced, you may have experienced, I know other women in this community have. And you know what? It's not because you're messy. It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you can't get organized. None of that's it. It's not because you're failing. It's little things, right? It's habits that need adjustment. It's things coming in faster than we declutter. Yeah, we decluttered our closet. We got rid of a couple shirts. Then we went shopping and bought 10. So when you get rid of 2, but you bring in 10, now you're recluttering your space. It's because you don't have systems set. Systems not just, I know I put these clothes here, or these towels here, or these shoes here, or these papers here, right? It's not that it's just the system of where things belong, but it's the systems of maintaining it. It's the habits of consistently decluttering. It's the habits of one in, one out type of rules. It's knowing that you love your spaces more than the instant gratification buying pretties does. It's you love your spaces. That's the yes moment in your life more than I'm stressed, I'm depressed. I get an instant excitement and emotional high when I buy something fun. Books, clothes, linens, whatever that is, whatever that ish type of void that you momentarily fill when you buy something. So it's not just the systems. My towels get folded like this and they live on the shelf. It's the system of all the things you manage as the house CEO and all the things you're managing coming in and out on a daily basis. And then it's the systems of what do you do when life hits? Life gets busy. I mean, hello. Especially with like kids, families, you've got a life, hopefully of your own, and it gets busy. So do we have the systems and routines in place to stay consistent with our simplified systems, organized spaces, to not get recluttered? Right? So when things get busy, do we have the system in place that instead of that pile of paperwork coming in from the mailbox, coming in from the office, coming in from the kids' folders, coming in from your partner's office, do we have a system in place where instead that, oh, it got busy, I'm just going to drop it here. I'm just going to drop this pile of paperwork on the countertop. I'll move it later. Do we have the system in place to, it doesn't need moved later because now we have a successful system in place. We have a basket on the counter where all the paper goes, and I have a habit in place that every Sunday I fix the basket. So no matter the schedules, yeah, life has its ups. Life has its downs. It has the crazy days. It has the less crazy days. It has the, did I even take a break to get a drink of water days? And when those busy seasons and moments happen, do we have the systems and routines in place to make sure we're not going to reclutter? We're not going to stress shop and bring more stuff in. We're not going to systematically fill that emotional void when we're having a day, man. The first thought is not going to be, I'm going to buy new sheets because soft sheets, right? Do you have those in place? Because recluttering, I hate to say it, is normal. It's not a failure. It's not a we're lazy or messy. It's normal. At least it's normal until you have a method that works, until you have systems and routines and an organized lifestyle in place. And I don't mean an organized lifestyle like I rushed out to the container store and bought all the perfect acrylic containers with the fancy matching labels. No, I mean, I know when all the paper comes in from the house, it goes in the basket. And I know even if I don't get through the whole basket on Sunday night, it still gets 15 minutes of my attention. That's what I mean by, do we have the systems in place to keep clutter away and consistently recognize when it starts creeping in and why it starts creeping in? Like, if we recognize when and why, that can make a big difference. So we avoid recluttering moving forward. We avoid the air quote normal and make our house work better for us, work sustainable and organized and successful. So let's take just a momentary break, because if you've ever felt defeated by recluttering, remember, you're not alone. Progress, even if it feels like just a little bit, it doesn't get erased. You probably just need a reset. And that's why we've got resets like the Core 4 Declutter Challenge and the 30-day organizing things and the sustainable steps. They're all freebies. But if you click the link down below, you can start with the Core 4 Declutter Challenge. So those small rhythm resets. Okay, I've recognized that I'm super stressed. I'm going through parts of life that are just kind of heavy. And I notice the clutter's coming back. So let's bounce back. Instead of the clutter coming back, let's bounce back a little bit. Oh, I see it. I recognize it. I'm going to establish a reset. Even if it's just 5 minutes to start, I'm going to establish this because the clutter is not in charge. I am. I'm going to have those daily resets, just 5 minutes. I'm going to put the towels back and do a vanity wipe down. 5 minutes, I'm going to make sure at least half the sink is empty. So when I fill up my coffee mug in the morning, we're good. Right, just 5 minutes, I'm going to make sure the blankets and pillows find their way back to where they're supposed to go in the living room. Those are the quick bounce backs. It's those little wins, those tiny resets, those small steps that take part of that I'm failing icks and vibes. And they're like, no, I'm not failing. I'm doing my best where I am right now. And right now it's those 5-minute resets. My dishes are in the dishwasher. I have half a sink full. I did a bathroom vanity wipe down, and the blankets and pillows got put back. I actually put my laundry away instead of just let it sit in the hamper. I've consistently done my paper basket every weekend instead of avoided it for another month. Those are the tiny resets. Those are the bouncing back moments that let you fight clutter, that let you fight the consistency of feeling like you fail because you're just messy and you're just going to get cluttered back up anyway. Nope, we have resets. We have built-in tiny wins to keep the momentum. We have weekly habits. We have weekly tidy zones. Those high-use zones, I bet you do the laundry every week. Whether you are acknowledging it as a reset and a win or not, it's still a weekly reset and win. Same with cleaning the bathroom. Same with folding the towels and putting them back. Same with making sure the kids' homework got checked and put in the folder, and bonus, made it to school. So whether you have those quick daily wins that you're acknowledging, those quick weekly zones of attention that get done, they're happening. So go ahead and take a moment and be like, oh, okay. Yeah, that did happen. You're right. Yeah, I might be a little messier than normal. I might feel a little more overwhelmed than normal. I might feel like, oh crap, that clutter is coming back and I'm a failure and I'm a mess and meh, whatever. But let's just take that moment right now. I bet you the kids got fed. The homework got done. You showed up for work and family time and all the domestic labor crap that nobody says at a girl for. You did it. So acknowledge it. Those are your momentums. You don't need a full weekend marathon. We don't need to be weekend warriors. where, okay, well, everything got wrecked and trashed this week, but I spent all weekend losing my freaking mind, reorganizing and quick decluttering and hardcore cleaning and everything while running the kids to practice and shows and games and making sure that we had everything so he could grill out this weekend. Oh, yeah, and I meal planned, meal prepped, did the laundry, did this. We don't need that marathon. We don't need that exhausting weekend of, again, really? Did the weekend even happen? Feeling. We need I did the laundry. Check. I did a 5-minute reset, 10-minute tidy, 15-minute weekly win. I did that. So if we're treating those seemingly invisible tasks as wins, those wins are steps to keeping clutter away. Those wins are building organized systems for the home. Those wins are keeping clutter in its place, not in your house. The laundry, you're consistently doing the laundry. And if you have that habit in place and you get dressed in the morning, that if that shirt just is like, no, it doesn't make me feel pretty, and it goes in the donation box, you don't even realize it because you now have that habit in place, and you've had that habit in place so long you didn't even realize it. Yep, that's the win. You know what that's not? That's not clutter. That's a successful system. That's a system that you should acknowledge. That's the ongoing steps. That's just part of the 1 in 1 out rule. Same with doing the laundry. Maybe every Saturday you do the bedding, you do the sheets, you do the towels. And then by Sunday they're folded and back on beds and in closets and taken care of. That's the ongoing system that manages our stuff. And you, my friend, are the CEO of those things. We're just not paid enough for it. But you're managing those things because you managing those things means you aren't going out to buy more clutter in place of those things. That means you're handling what you have instead of substituting for that instant ick, for that momentary gratification of, well, now I feel better. Crap, now I have to manage more stuff. Yeah, we're not doing that. You are managing what you have with these systems, like doing the laundry, like folding the towels, like making the beds, and etc. Those are the ongoing things that you already do to avoid recluttering. So let's talk some of the habits. Let's just talk them out. The 1 in, 1 out rule. Dude, I've got a client. She's got a 1 in, 2 out at least rule. And I'm like, oh, here's my business. It is yours now because I have a 1 in, do I have a blank space hanger for it rule. Because often I'm like, oh, that shirt got way too much paint on it, or it got a rip, or it just doesn't fit anymore, and I just declutter it. Or I just toss it. Most of the time, my clothes are to the point of they're not donatable. They are beyond well-loved, so it just gets tossed. But I don't like going out and shopping. And I really don't, unless it's the right kind of graphic tee, I don't love shopping online. So I don't really have a 1 in, 1 out rule. I have I wish that still fit out rule. But I know a ton of people that use that 1 in, 1 out. Like when you're shopping, say you find this, it is the perfect fit. You love the color. Oh my crickets, it's on sale too. I have to have it. And as you're having to have it at the store, you're already thinking, oh, but what in my closet can I get rid of? What in my closet do I not love as much as this new shirt? Because I know when I get home, I got to get rid of something. I love my space too much to shove more stuff in there. I intentionally got rid of extra hangers. So what in my closet am I going to get rid of? So you're already thinking about that in the store. If you've got this solid system, a solid habit to prevent clutter from creeping back in, like the 1 in, 1 out rule, you think about these things. You are in the store looking at something going, Melissa, get out of my head. You are sending me a text or leaving me a voicemail or something, and you're like, but I really like it. But I really like everything in my closet too. How can I justify it? No, she won't let me justify it because then it'll just happen. She's going to know. Somebody's going to know. And fine. It's going to be happening. It naturally happens. You have these habits prevention measures. Once you love your space, once you have things like one in, one out in place, you're going to be at the store pre-thinking about, is it worth it? What am I getting rid of? I know it sounds crazy, but that's the goal, not to be crazy. But the goal is to have successful spaces. The goal is to keep clutter in its place, not in your house. Now, while you're shopping, you will tend to limit or completely avoid those just-in-case purchases. And you know what I'm talking about, those just-in-case. What if we run out, or just in case we need an extra, or while it's on sale, or whatever justification to buy a just in case kid number 1 eats more than they're supposed to of these treats, and kid number 2, no, we don't do just in case moments. We don't do just in case purchases. We don't justify bringing clutter into our homes for any reason, because everything has a designated home already, because everything coming in already has a home. It's coming in and it's going to be where it belongs. It's not, I'm going to buy it because it's cute and I'll figure it out later. I'll just set it here for now. No, any decision you aren't making now is clutter for the future. If you have to justify and I'll deal with it later. Yeah, you can get back on the diet later. You're going to exercise better later. You're going to fit that dress later. You're going to drink more water later. You're going to take 10 minutes to do whatever the frick you like for yourself later. We don't do that. If it does not already have a home or a plan in place and a designated spot to live, you have a sorted space actively ready for whatever you're buying, then it doesn't happen. Then you are not welcoming the clutter of potential for just in case later decision makers. We're not doing that. Now, I fully understand that, you know what? In 2 months, we have a home renovation happening. So I'm buying all the stuff now. So you are temporarily feeling like you're in clutter. It's a whole different beast than I'm going to buy it just in case, or I'm going to make a decision about it later, but I'll just get it for now. It's a completely different beast. So don't get it twisted. I fully understand being prepared, especially for a big project, because my butt is not running out to get what I need mid-project. I am planned, prepped, and ready. So if I'm redoing the closet, you can bet your booty that I have measured and I have a plan and everything has a designated home. And if that designated home has been tested and tried in other spaces, get your containers. That's fine. But if you have not tick those pre-planned and prep boxes, we're not doing just in case purchases. Just in case I think this will work in the closet. No, just no. And maybe some of the habits we need are not just holding ourselves accountable for it, but sharing the responsibility with the family. I know, that was a hard eye roll. I felt it. Like I just got, okay, Melissa, I felt it. You can keep it for yourselves. Because I understand those repetitive conversations, and they're hard ones. They are like, they're on that edge of, screw it, I'll just do it myself, because if I have to ask, tell, or remind one more time, I get it. But, and that's a big but, just the one T, you have to share the responsibility. If the kids are bringing in stacks of papers, they have to put it in the basket where paper goes. If the husband or partner is bringing home new clothes for work, he has to wash it and fold it and put it away. If the kids want to do a new activity that comes with all the gear, equipment, uniforms, blah, 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 that comes with activities, they have to be responsible for making sure their uniforms are cleaned. Assuming they're of the right age. Your 3-year-old's not going to do his own laundry, but your 9-year-old can. They have to know that this is where your activity bag lives. They have to put it away. You have to share that responsibility. As the home manager, that includes managing the people, bringing in some of the stuff, not just wearing yourself out endlessly doing it all, and then quietly being resentful of everybody else. Yeah, it may be a teaching moment. It may be a hand-holding, reminding, look at the chart on the wall in the kitchen again and again and again moment. And if they don't want to hear you nag about it, well, I guess you better look at the chart before I start nagging. But there's a teaching moment there that the full weight of clutter and home management and the responsibility isn't yours. It's sharing. It's sharing those tasks and that responsibility with the whole family. I'm going to take another little break here because I want you to ask yourself, which space in your home reclutters the fastest? For me, it's that damn paperwork. I'll tell you right now, I push files all day long for work, and I am so sick of them come home life. But I and you will be committing this week to make sure we have a 5-minute daily reset in there so that space does not get recluttered again. Okay, so how do you stay encouraged? That is the question all moms want to answer or have answered for them, because I don't know. I know it's not funny, but like there have been multiple times I'm like, I don't even know. I am unmotivated. I am tired. I'm over it. All of it. But long haul wise, how do we stay motivated to stay organized? And I'll tell you right now, it is very motivating to stay organized if you love your space. If you don't go into the bathroom every morning trying to avoid the spaces. I'm going to go into the bathroom and I know the vanity is going to have crap all over it. And I know the bottles are going to be in various places in the shower and tub space. And I know the ugh. But if you don't have the ugh feeling when you go to a space, even if it's getting dressed in the morning, I know right where the clothes I want to wear are going to be. I don't have to set them out the night before. I don't have to dig through the basket to find them. And I'm not trying to be braggadocious or anything like that. I'm just saying, if you love your spaces and you know where all your stuff is, man, it's motivating to keep it that way. That is long-term, long-haul, home-loving motivation, is when I'm not pissed off when I can't find the shirt I want to wear, or I'm not angry when I can't brush my teeth without knocking 12 things off the vanity. And I'm not overwhelmed when I try to fill my water bottle in the morning because the sink is full of dishes. That's those habits. That's the habits built in, the sustaining and organized life. It's those daily resets. It's those weekly moments. It's all the things you have in place scheduled, because you're probably like me. And if it's not on my calendar and it doesn't ping or ding at me, I may or may not remember it. Good luck, world. Is it on my calendar? Does it bright and shiny and gets my attention when it needs done? No? Okay, well then, I make no promises it's going to get done. So those are the cycles. Those are the habits. Those are knowing that it doesn't have to be perfect for somebody else to come in. It just works for us. It is successful for us. They aren't asking me where their activity bag is because they put it away where it goes. He's not asking me if I've seen his keys because there's a bowl by the door where the keys live. And that's success. That's not perfection. That's your hopeful, organized life. That's your successful systems. That's your habits in place, supporting you, supporting the life you've designed and built and created. And if you aren't celebrating that, well, we will right now. Yeah, we're going to celebrate that. Even if it's, I consistently did the laundry this week. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I see you. Get it, boo. Those are the things, like if you aren't celebrating all the things you're doing, even if it feels tiny, even if you didn't realize until this episode that the domestic labor that you consistently do, but you may not even consider as part of an organized home, dang, you do it. So we're taking those wins. We are celebrating those wins. And it's not just the moments where you spend 15 minutes hardcore focused decluttering your closet. It's not just the times where we intentionally declutter a space. It's all the things. It's the habits. It's the sorted systems working. It's the weekly resets that got done consistently. It's the daily habits that made the morning easier. We love those. Remember, it's not the, well, I'm messy and lazy. It's not the, well, that didn't work. Fully reset to ground zero. No. You recognize it now. You're like, wait, why is this recluttering? I know it's been a hard month, but oh, I went on some shopping binges because stress. Now I understand. I laxed a little bit on my one in, one out rules. I see it. It's not starting back over. It's recognizing, wait, why does this feel off? Oh, that's why. And resetting it. That makes you ahead of the game. That makes you ahead of the clutter that's trying to creep back in. Recluttering is not failure. It's part of real life. With small reset rhythms and prevention habits, you can stop the cycle from overwhelming you. Next episode, we're tackling another bigger question. How much is too much? We'll look at some realistic limits that you can set for your home. And if you have any questions or want me to tackle a certain topic for next episode, or if you have feedback for this episode, I'd love to hear them. Just send me a text or leave me a voicemail with the button that's on the podcast player. Now, while you're here, don't forget to click the links. Start your 30-day free library trial. It comes with a group chat. And so if you need some cheerleaders, we've got them here for you. That's it for this one. Until next time, stay hopeful.